Hello everyone. Today we shall look into let and in expression in Power Query of M language. Here you could see that I am into my Power Query editor. You could click on the new source and open a blank query. As soon as you open the blank query, in Home tab I have this advanced editor. You could click on it, or else you could find the same advanced editor in the View tab. Here you have the advanced editor. You can click on it. As soon as I click on the advanced editor, it will show me the let in expression with a source code. So here we would make the necessary changes in order to write our expressions according to our requirement. Here I'll show you few simple let in expressions so that you could understand and utilize it. Here I'll remove the source which is after the let. Suppose that I declare a variable x. I like use some 1 plus 1 or 1 plus 2 which sums up to be 3. Okay, I use another variable which is y, and I'll here in the y to calculate it I'll use some x plus 3 or x into 2. Okay, so this evaluates into 3 into 2, its y value is 6. Again I'll put a comma. I'll declare another variable, something called z, where z is something called y plus 1. So here I have taken three variables. As soon as you declare one variable and complete the expression, do remember to put comma at the end so that you could go to the second line and declare another variable and input the expressions. Here I have declared three variables and written the simple expressions. Okay, here in the in expression, here I would be writing the output which is required. Suppose that I want the addition of all the three variables. What I could do is x plus y plus z. Here you could see that there are no syntax errors. Okay, and this is a simple expression. Let us see what it evaluates into. I'll click done. The total is 16. Let us see how it is calculated. X value is 3. 1 plus 2 it is 3. Y value it is 3 into 2 it is 6. Okay. Z value it is 6 plus 1 7. Okay. X is 3. Y is 6. 3 plus 6 it is 9. 9 plus Z value it is 7. It is 16. So you could get the output over here, and this is a simple let in expression which I have written. If you want to view it in the advanced editor, go to view and click on advanced editor. You could see the expression. Okay, I'll give you multiple examples. Okay, let us make another blank query. Click on new query and take another blank query. Here I'll go to advanced editor so that I could show you what expression evaluates into. Suppose that I create some sequence of numbers. Okay, suppose that my numbers list is from 1 to 3 4 5 6 and 7. I have these 7 numbers. Now I suppose that I want to find out the total. Okay, I'll put a comma after that. In total, there is a function called list.sum where it will help me evaluate the sum of the list, okay, which I have created. Once I use the function, you could see that I want list as list, which is the parameter. I'll provide numbers as the parameter inside the function so that it could evaluate these numbers and give me total. So these are like this is very simple expression where I provided a list into a variable called numbers, and in total I have written a small function called list.sum in bracket numbers, which is the list. In expression, now I'll write the output which I wanted, which is total. Okay, this is the very like basic let in expression. I'll click on done. As soon as I click on done, you could see that my total total sum is 28. So this is one of the example for let in expression. You could see the expression as I have written over here. Moving further, let us I'll give one more example for the let in expression. I'll take the blank query again. I'll go to advanced editor. Here, suppose that I want a square of a number. Okay, I'll provide a number called num. Okay, I'll provide a number, suppose that it is 6. Okay, and I used a comma. In the second line, I want the square of it, so I am giving a variable called square num. I'm multiplying the variable num into num, which is the square of it. In the output, so I want the square num, which is the output. Here, as soon as you type, your IntelliSense would start working. You could just press tab, if you see it in the first line, it will automatically complete. So this is a very simple Latin expression where you could evaluate the square of a number. As soon as I click done, you could see that my square is 36, 6 square is 36, and the output is appearing as required. Let us see one more example where you could even concatenate things, so that you could get some fair understanding of Latin expressions. I'll show you another expression where I could concatenate things and write a sentence over there. I'll create a blank query. Okay, I'll click on the advanced editor. Here I could see an empty Latin expression. I'll remove the first expression. I would like to name a person who is called John. Okay, his name is John. I'll put a comma after the declaration, and in the second line, I would like to write a greeting. Okay, I'll start with the sentence hi, and I'll after the double quotes I'll add an ampersand and give the variable called name, which I have declared as John, and then I'll concatenate with the ampersand symbol, and again I'll write hi John, comma, how are you, and question mark. So this is my greeting, hi John, how are you. In the in expression, I'll give the output which is required called greeting. So as so there are no syntax errors detected. As soon as I click done, you could see that it is giving me the output, hi John, hi, how are you. So these are the few Latin expressions where it could give you some basic understand to write declare several variables and evaluate. Thank you for watching, and we shall meet in the next video.